Parkview Public Library is a public library in a small college town. Most of our patrons are college and graduate students looking for specific books and doing research in the library. They are very well informed, incredibly tech savvy, and the majority of them own smartphones. They recently began asking if we had an app because there's been a shortage of personnel due to the economy, and it's been difficult for people to find the books they need and to get help and to be able to reserve things ahead of time and also to check things out. So we began to look into the idea of developing a mobile app to help with these problems. We discovered that a mobile app is entirely different from a mobile website. We currently have a mobile website, but that just wasn't meeting the needs of our users. A mobile app is a self-contained application downloaded and installed on a mobile phone. We discovered that there was a couple companies that met our needs in this area, but the best one was Boopsie. Boopsie is a builder of apps specifically for libraries, and they offer some pretty amazing services. The app would have catalog search and account maintenance, a library locator that uses the GPS function, ask a librarian function that you can text, email, or call directly from your phone, calendars and events, reading lists, and integrated social networking tools. So there were some other optimum elements that we really liked, including access to the Overdrive eMedia account, and increasing our eMedia usage was one of our biggest concerns. Another one of our concerns was making sure that we supported several different languages, and Boopsie supports Spanish as well as several other languages, and we needed cross-platform support for not only iPhones but Android. We wanted to have very specific outcomes and goals for developing an app because it is quite expensive. Number one was to alleviate the checkout situation by allowing users to reserve and check out books from their phone. We can track checkouts and see if this helps us any by having an application. If not, we're going to reassess and see if there's another way we can alleviate checkouts. If we can attain and sustain 500 individual monthly users in any capacity, whether they're checking events, looking up items, or contacting the library, I would be completely satisfied with the app's performance. And hopefully we can maintain that amount of users. I would like to see a dramatic uptick in reservations as well as eMedia downloads using the app. One of our biggest problems is patrons wanting to see if materials are available easily and efficiently. They also need a lot of help placing holds. We want to get the most use out of our Overdrive account as well, and so the app seemed like a good way to go. I'm fairly confident that we can be launched and up and running in about 6 months from the time that we form the committee, based on a similar timeline experienced by another library. If this proposal is approved, then we can begin working directly with Boopsie and get the app into the iTunes store in roughly 2 months. Getting the app approved is very important so that our users can download it quickly and easily from the store to a number of different devices. Barring any difficulties, although sometimes they've had trouble getting approved, we should be ready to go in about 4 months. With staff training and promotion and everything, I'm absolutely certain we can be up and running within 6 months. I'm not anticipating needing a ton of additional support for personnel on the app. I think that once we form the committee, it can be myself, the branch manager, and the IT manager for the entire system. We'll oversee changes and development of the app. I'm willing to commit most of my time to development, which should mean since the company does most of the work for you, you just need to supply information, and I'm willing to do that. If we need to implement this for the entire library system, which is a possibility, it'll just cost more. Then we're going to need help from other head librarians at every single branch. Training time for our staff should only be about 2 hours to go over everything in the app and teach them how to interact with the public and explain about it, and also to work on any problem solving or technical support we might need to do. Project promotion is actually one of the aspects I'm very excited about this project. I think it's going to be easy to explain to users why the app is so interesting and so useful, especially elements like being able to check out any book from the library, on your phone just by scanning the barcode, or you can scan barcodes at bookstores and see if the library has the book. There's just a lot of benefits to the app. When the app is approved by iTunes and we're ready to launch, we'll have about a month promoting the app aggressively in-house through Twitter and Facebook, and not inundating people with information, but just kind of sharing about the app and the great functions that it has. When patrons check out books at the physical checkout desk, we'll also have a bookmark there that kind of outlines the great things about the app, and we'll train our staff to kind of highlight every week a new element of it. Since the end date for delivering the app is roughly 2 months from project inception, The company can easily update various aspects of it, and technology changes extremely fast, so we should only expect to be designing for about a 2-year window. At the end of about 6 months, we're going to reassess and see if the app has helped us. I don't want to keep investing time and energy and money into something that is not useful to us in any way, but I am pretty sure that the app will meet a lot of users' needs, and I'm thinking that Boopsie will continue to change as well. And if our needs change, we can reassess, but I'm not anticipating a huge change in our user base anytime soon. So hopefully this project will be sustainable over a number of years if we continue to work with the company and update the app. I don't have an exact cost for Boopsie because this is a fictional library, but I found a library very similar to ours where the cost was roughly $3,000 to $10,000 to implement it for the entire system. Um, I think that it will probably range around $3,000 to $4,000. Staff time should not increase, except for I'm willing to devote 30 hours of overtime to ensuring that we have all the information available for Boopsie. I don't anticipate it taking that much time. At most, we'll spend $150 to make bookmarks to inform about the app that we can hand out at the checkout desk. Virtual promotion should be free since our social media intern can just tweet about it and Facebook about it. And so I'm hoping our total cost comes in at less than $5,000 for the app, and then updates shouldn't cost incredibly much either. And what I've included here is just the bibliography that I used. I used a variety of sources, most of them internet-based, since I think that, we can find tons of information on the internet. Obviously, we're librarians, as well as some slideshows, a PowerPoint study, and demographic studies. To conclude, I just think the Boopsie app makes the most sense for what we actually need. It's a little pricey for the upfront cost, but the various facilities of the app make it an excellent fit for our community.